Hey, been a while. So I was MIA due to the exams, and the first thing I see when I come back is this Ferrari Luce. And goddamn, why were Ferrari smoking to approve this thing? I mean, I can't lie, I low-key like the way this thing looks, honestly. I like the way this looks the same way I like these specific sharpeners or vacuum cleaners look. Or maybe it's the whole computer mouse vibe it has. I low-key like it. And the suicide doors too. Damn, very cool. The thing that's holding it back, honestly, for me at least, is the rims. If they just put a cool pair of rims on this thing, I genuinely think it will look amazing. And the same goes for the interior too. I'm not a designer or anything, but I think the inside and the outside match the same vibe, if you get what I mean. And yes, it does look cheap to me because of all the black plastic, and apparently this was designed by former Apple employees, and maybe that's why. But regardless, I do genuinely love the way the interior looks. Like, imagine you're not really into cars, but for some reason you want a Ferrari to go to and from work, or just a quiet roundabout everyday car. And if it was priced from $200,000 to $300,000 or so, I genuinely see why this thing could exist. And it costs that much, right? And that's where Ferrari loses me completely. I'm not really a car guy, I'm more of a guy that likes cars. And yes, there is a difference. And the difference is car guys will hate this. And for good reason. I genuinely do get it. I mean, it's a Ferrari that doesn't Ferrari. Like, every Ferrari has something of a soul to it. And even the Ferraris that suck. But I genuinely get why Ferrari fans are willing to spend hundreds of millions of dollars collecting the Ferraris, even the one that suck. But as for this one, I don't know how to explain it, but it looks disposable. I mean, it's not really a Ferrari Luce thing, it's more of an electric car thing to me in general. I feel like treating them the same way I treat a phone or something. Like, after every 5 years, I just have to upgrade. Okay, not 5, more like 10 years, but you get what I mean. Like, they feel very disposable. But that's probably just me. Nothing besides maybe the taillights or the steering wheel scream Ferrari. Like, you could put the Kia badge on this thing and it will probably give the same vibe. And this entire shit show for the price of $640,000, well, that's the legit price, but still, that's way too much money in my opinion. I mean, I did say in the beginning I genuinely like the way this thing looks, and I genuinely do see why people would want to get this. But for $600,000, really, I'd rather get the Tesla Model S and the Ferrari 296 and still have like $200,000 left. Or if I wanted a modern Ferrari that can do everything, I would rather get a Ferrari Purosangue for like $400,000 to $500,000. And also, side note, this thing has a NA V12. Goddamn. Or literally anything else. If it was half the price, then yeah, I get it. I see why this thing would exist, and there's genuinely a place for it. But if I really did need an electric car for that price point at least, I'd rather get the Rolls-Royce Spectre, because at least it's a one-of-one and it's an amazing looking car in general. And depending on the way you spec it, it will probably come in at a cheaper price than this thing too. So this being approved in the first place, I don't know why. It genuinely boggles my mind. And then this reminds me of another high-end car company. Well, not Ferrari level high, but I'm basically talking about Mercedes. It's Mercedes, and the way they murdered, killed, straight butchered the AMG GT 4-door, which is a super sleek, stunning car. It's this and the CLS 63 that really made me fall in love with those big gas coupes with 4 doors. I don't know, I really do love them. I mean, it's like having all the advantages of a SUV without all the SUV-ness, if you know what I mean. So all this got me excited when I found out they're finally making a new AMG GT 4-door, and oh wow, that's a lot to take in. See, at least the Ferrari was good to look at, because why does this thing have the new CLA front? That's literally the ugliest angle of that car in general, and now you just emphasize it on this car. Like, it's very, very repulsive to me, but maybe it will grow on me. But the main reason I wanted to talk about this car is the fact that it's an electric car that's pretending to have an engine. Like, in my opinion, if it's an electric car, why doesn't it not just embrace electricness rather than adding gimmicky nonsense to that? And I saw a lot of people hating on the fact that this is quote-unquote an AMG, or at least using the name AMG, and I already bitched up about the AMG name being disrespected, and I'm not about to do that again. The Ferrari from earlier does not cut as deep because I genuinely do love Mercedes. Like, if I become a gazillionaire YouTuber, subscribe to feed my delusions, I would genuinely have hella Mercedes Benzes in a collection, and this AMG GT will not be joining it for obvious reasons. Like, I can't even put to words the way I feel about this thing. The interior and the rear design does look cool though, I can't lie. But the last car I'm about to talk about does sound really good on paper. I mean, it's named after a race car driver, it has 4-wheel drive, a mid-mounted 4.0 V8 that screams to 10,000 RPM, plus hybrid assistance giving it a combined 789 horsepower. It looks like a dishwasher. I am not kidding, I'm talking about the Audi Nuvolari, which genuinely looks like a dishwasher to me. Funny thing, it's a V8 but looks electric. I mean, yeah, the engine is in the back and maybe that's why, but it looks like it's still rendering to me. I mean, A for effort, it does look cool from the front. I hate the side because it's very bland, and they tried to spice it up by adding this R8 inspired air vent, but it comes off more as an insult to me because it looks like a last minute job, and I can imagine by the time they got to the back they totally gave up because they just put a Type-C charger as an exhaust. And besides this Type-C charger and these rear taillights, there's generally nothing else going on from this angle, and it looks like an air conditioner, and it doesn't get better when you get into the interior because it looks very uncomfortable in a brutalist aesthetic type of way. Lovely steering wheel though, and this one I'm just more disappointed, especially on the looks department, and I'm only talking about looks because like all these are concept cars. No one knows how these things drive, or at least are able to say how these things drive, besides maybe the Audi, because the Audi is basically a reskin Temerario, but I don't want to get into that. But basically, the main reason I made this video is because lots of car companies are low-key dropping stinkers lately, and this genuinely does give me sleepless nights because it makes me wonder what is the future of car companies, because let's be honest, most of these car companies move off of trends, and if these are the trends that other car companies might take notes and try to follow, like, where is the entire car market going to go to? Like, let's be honest. I just hope this shitty boat auto corrects itself and we can live happily ever after. That's the video. Goodbye.